Welcome to Guiding Eyes for the Blind. Guiding Eyes was founded in 1954 and since that time has been dedicated to enriching the lives of blind and visually impaired men and women by providing them with the freedom to travel safely, thereby assuring greater independence, dignity, and new horizons of opportunity. Currently, Guiding Eyes for the Blind has two locations, the training school, which is located in Yorktown Heights, and the breeding center located in Patterson. While Guiding Eyes for the Blind operates out of these two locations, the work which is performed is shared around the world. Now let's take a closer look at the work being performed by the employees and many dedicated volunteers. The breeding kennel staff analyze years of data to help ensure the health and temperament of puppies being born. The brood stud coordinator monitors the many brood stud foster families. These foster families take care of Guiding Eyes for the Blind priceless breeding stock. Not only do the foster families love and care for the dogs that they have in their home, but they are required to walk the dog a minimum of 3 miles a day. Yes, on the cold winter days in the Northeast, in the snow and the rain. The whelping kennel staff, whose 365 days a year and around-the-clock dedication to ensure the safety of the broods and the puppies being born is second to none. Now that we have puppies born, let's look at how these very special puppies get a head start. The early socialization of puppies performed by dedicated volunteers who have had special training in body handling and massage. At about 1 week of age, these volunteers start body handling first in the kennel with the mom and later in an early socialization room. In this early socialization room, puppies get to play and experience many different types of underfootings and noise. Next, the puppies will leave the whelping kennel and go out for early home socialization. Again, this task is performed by volunteers. Puppies are normally scheduled to go out in pairs and for about 1 week. At this time, puppies are about 6 weeks of age. The coordination of all this keeps the early socialization staff members very busy. The puppies will go out to homes normally about 3 times. After each trip to an early socialization home, the puppy will go through a puppy test. This test is designed to help determine if the puppy has what it takes to become a guide dog. Some of the traits that are being evaluated are noise, confidence, energy level, and willingness. After a puppy passes his or her test, the puppy is matched to a raiser. The heart and soul of Guiding Eyes is the generosity and selflessness of puppy raising families. Without their extraordinary dedication, our program would not exist. As a result of their unique relationship with the puppies, the raisers, they share a very special common bond with our graduates. These families take a puppy into their homes for about 1.5 years with the understanding that the puppy has a higher calling in life. During the 1.5 years, the puppy raisers will teach the puppy house manners, general obedience, and expose the puppy to the ever-changing world. Approximately at 18 months of age, the puppy will come to the training school for the in for training test. This is a very emotional day for the raisers. If the dog passes this test, the dog will proceed into formalized training and become a guide dog. Before the dog will be accepted into training, the veterinarian staff will give the dog a complete physical. It should be noted that the veterinarian staff is there from the very beginning to the very end with medical support. Once the dog is in for training, Guiding Eyes training staff work with these very special dogs. The highly trained and very experienced staff members will work with these dogs over the next 4 or so months. Once the training staff has determined that a dog is ready to become a guide, then the task of matching the dog to a student starts. This is important for both the student and the dog, as this will be a relationship with great meaning. The student comes to the training school for about 1 month. During this time, the class of students and their instructors create a very unique bond. Over the 4-week period, the students soon learn that they have become a part of a very special family that is a member of the Guiding Eyes family. All of the training and support would not be possible without the help and dedication of all the volunteers and all the financial support from our many contributors. To all involved, thank you and keep up the good work.
My name is Joe Kristen. I'm from Rochester, New York, and I'm part of the October-November 2005 class from Guiding Eyes for the Blind, and I have a black lab female named Lyra, as in Italian currency. And she's been wonderful. And Lyra, you want to say hi? Huh? Lyra, come on, sit. Yeah, we gotta. Oh, she's such a beautiful girl. Yes, she reminds me so much of my second dog, Wendy Wallace, that it's scary. But she's just lovely, and we've been so happy together, and we bonded very quickly. Very quickly we bonded, and I thank Guiding Eyes very much for all of their efforts and giving me many more years of independence. Thank you, Guiding Eyes. Okay.
Hello, I'm Lucia Rivola from Herndon, Virginia, and this is Delia. Delia, come on, sweetie. There you go. Good girl. Delia, sit. There we go. Say hi. Delia. She's very tired. Smile for the camera.
I'm tired. I'm so tired.
What? Yes. Oh, you're such a good girl. You're such a good dog.
You're such a good girl.
My name is Jose. My last name is Infante. I'm from Santa Rosa. It's in California. My dog's name is Glacier. She's a yellow lab. She's a girl. She's about 2 years old.
Hello, my name is Mike Gravitt. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and this is my friend Quick. Quick, sit. Come here. There you go. You're in the video now. You gotta go happy. Look at the camera. Don't look at me. Okay, wait. That's just Quick. He's my new friend here. My first dog. I'm enjoying my time here at Guiding Eyes for the Blind. I'm one of 4 first-time dog receivers from Jeb, and very proud to be here. And I'm looking very much forward to having a new friend in my life and a new way of getting around. Right, boy? Smile. Smile. There you go. Good boy.
Good evening. My name is Jeff Hess from Spencer, Indiana. I'm deaf and blind, working in the special needs. This is my guide dog Millie, and we're having a great time. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Hi, my name is Diane Wetmore. I'm from Inverness, Florida, and this is my guide dog, Nike.
Hi, I'm Richard Betsaw from the foothills of North Carolina. I've come here for my very first dog, And I want to say that this has been the greatest experience a person could ever have. The staff and everything here has been absolutely great. I mean great, the trainers and everything. And I'd just like to thank everybody and let you know if anybody'd like to come get a dog, it's a great place. That's all I got to say.
Hello, my name is Gwen Evans, and this beautiful creature here is Parker. He is a yellow lab, and I live in Essex Junction, Vermont, where I am a spiritual facilitator and healer, and I am looking very much forward to bringing Parker home and him being a very important part of my life. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dan Weber-Schultz. I am from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. This is my dog Spago, who is a male yellow lab. I live in Milwaukee with my wife Ann and my two daughters Becca and Ella.
Good afternoon, my name is Robert Rodriguez. This is Myra, my yellow lab. I'm here at Guiding Eyes, and I'm really grateful to be here. This dog is going to give me a lot of independence, companionship, mostly independence, you know, to get around, so I can get where I got to go without relying on anyone. And everyone here at Guiding Eyes has been exceptionally, you know, kind and considerate, and this whole thing's been beyond my wildest dreams. It's been really good, and thanks to everyone. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Dr. Angela O'Rourke, and this is Phyllis. And I actually live in two areas. I live up in Canada at the Six Nations Indian Reserve, and down in Mesa, Arizona. And this is an awesome guide dog that's going to be taking me all over the world traveling. Aren't you, girl? You're such a good girl. Yeah.
So it's not something I'm used to.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'd like to welcome you to Guiding Eyes November graduating class. My name is Greg Levick, and I'm the class supervisor for this class. And it gives me great pleasure. I'd like to introduce our students, soon-to-be graduates, starting at the far end down here with Richard Bedsall and Metro. You want to just hold your applause till the end here. Robert Rodriguez and his dog Moira. Gwen Evans and Parker. Michael Gravitt and Quick. Daniel Weber Schultz and Spago. Dr. Angela O'Rourke and Phyllis. Diane Wetmore and Nike. Jose Infante and Glacier. And Jeff Hess and Millie. And we have a few interpreters here to help Jose and Jeff as they are hearing impaired as well. We have Debbie, Stacy, and Lynn helping us out today. Okay. Also, I'd like to mention there's two people that have since graduated and gone home. They were in our action program, which is a little accelerated program for people who've had dogs before. Joe Kristen from Penfield, New York, and his dog Lyra, and Lucia Ruvolo from Herndon, Virginia. And also through our home training program, we had Catherine Smrang and Alice from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, and Richard Kilfoyle and Kaiser from Pittsfield, Massachusetts. Okay, I'd like to introduce Kathy Zabricki, our Director of Training.
Thank you, Greg. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. Thank you for taking your time today to spend the day with us. We're very happy that you're here. Graduation is the very happiest of occasions at Guiding Eyes for the Blind because it gives us an opportunity to acknowledge, congratulate, and thank the very many people who made this day a reality. But first, I'd like to speak to the graduates. Congratulations on your success. It's hard to believe that just over 2 weeks ago, you were beginning your first hesitant, tentative walks with your dogs, with your instructors working very closely to you. More than likely, they had a leash attached to your dog's collar just to make sure things were going smoothly. And 2 days ago, you were navigating the streets of Manhattan, more than likely with your instructors rushing to catch up with you. That's a great success, and you are wished every continued success. You've been a real pleasure to have here, and again, congratulations. Preparations for today actually began over 2 years ago at our Canine Development Center when these very mature dogs that you see before you first entered into the world. And at about 9 weeks of age, they were welcomed into the homes of our volunteer puppy raisers, and I would like to take a moment to thank all of you for your help in making this program work. Your dedication and your commitment is admired by everyone at the Canine Development Center and at the training school, and I truly hope you know how valued you are, and again, you all deserve a round of applause. When those youngsters left your home so many months ago, they came to the training center, and there they met the three most important people in their lives for the next several months. The class instructors, Jolene, Susan, and the special needs instructor, Ellen, who along with Greg Levick and their instructor's assistant, Lori, did such a wonderful job of helping these dogs realize their potential. I'm going to ask them all to stand up, to Greg to come forward. You all should take a bow. Very many people who work very quietly behind the scenes, both staff and volunteers alike, who with their combined efforts have made this day a reality. I'd like to thank all of you Enjoy the rest of the day, and again, we're very happy that you're here. Thank you.
All right, on behalf of one of our first-time students, I'd like to introduce Michael Gravitz. Gravitz, excuse me.
I've been called worse. Sit. Sit. You want to look at them, not me. Sit. We're getting there. Sit. Stay. My speech is not that long. My name is Mike Gravett, and I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I'm standing up here with a beautiful black and tan Labrador named Quick. And he looks kind of like a Rottweiler, for those of you who can't see him, which is a really nice advantage. But my fellow classmates were nice enough to pick me to represent the four of us in the class that are first-timers. And I'll briefly introduce them, and if each of you could just raise your hand. I have Dan Weber-Schultz from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We have Richard Betzel from near Winston-Salem, North Carolina. We have Robert Rodriguez from the Bronx part of New York City. He's kind of a local guy. But I guess the main thing I wanted to say today, there's a lot of people in this room that can probably think about first times. The first day you were in college, your first date, your first kiss. I'm sure each of you have your first memories that you can just think of. But for us, to be here these past few weeks and getting our first guide dog has been an extremely profound experience. Very emotional. I'm emotional right now, actually. It took a lot to get to this point. I think we're all very proud to be standing up here today. We all have a lot of choices as blind people, whether to use a white cane, or whether to always use a sighted guide everywhere we go, or in some unfortunate circumstances, just stay at home and be depressed and never go out and do anything. But each of us made a decision to go with the guide dog and to give this dog thing a try. And I can tell you right now that each of us are, based on what I'm seeing so far, very, very happy with our decision. Just basically independence, confidence, pride, motivation, things that being a blind person is very difficult as it is, but it's always nice to get those extra benefits. And I'm just going to share a few stories with you based on things that I've learned about my classmates over these past few weeks. And I'm going to start with my roommate, Dan, who each of you should give him a lot of credit for having to put up with me these past few weeks. Staying in the same room because he likes to sleep in, I like to get up early, and it's been kind of interesting. So I appreciate all your forgiveness and patience with me. He's a very good man. He's 42 years old, and he's married to Anne, and he has a stepdaughter, Becca, and a 23-year-old adopted daughter, Ella, all three of which made it from Milwaukee to be here today. You can raise your hands. Dan lost his vision a few years ago. Along with that, he also lost his employment due to lack of accessibility at the work site. The software he was using wasn't able to be used by a visually impaired person. And talking to him, he said one of the main reasons he hasn't been able to really feel confident and go out there and find employment is because of his discomfort getting out there and crossing streets, working in traffic, things of that nature. That even with the white cane, it's kind of hard to judge those things sometimes. But he feels that with his new four-legged friend, Spago here, he's going to get that regained confidence that he needs to get out there and try to find employment again and support his wonderful family. Dan, I congratulate you and wish you luck every step of the way. Richard Betzel here, he's a good old southern boy from from the rural part of North Carolina. He lives on a big 62-acre farm. He's retired from the grading business, and now he likes to work on his farm, and he hosts fishing contests on his farm every few months. He always has fish. He has fishing going on every day on his property. But in the past 6 months, due to his retinitis pigmentosa, he's found it much more difficult to get around his farm. He's having to rely on friends to drive him around or sighted guide to get around his farm. On a big property like that, it's hard to use a white cane, if not impossible. But with his new friend Metro here, he'll be able to landmark things on the farm and teach his dog to help him get from point A to point B in a confident way. So it's going to bring a whole new way of life to him and independence on his farm as he enjoys his retirement. Richard, I wish you luck as well. Robert Rodriguez, who I said is from the Bronx section of New York. Don't worry, y'all, I'll be done soon. And he, just talking to him, he's recently lost his vision due to diabetes, and has found that his independence and confidence getting around the fine city of New York is really diminished. He has to take cabs everywhere. He's been scared to go on buses and trains. But after our trip to Manhattan on Thursday, I think he has a whole new attitude about his confidence and his ability to get around New York. So with him and his new friend Moira, he's going to be much more independent and much happier in a great city. And for that, we're all glad, and Robert, I wish you luck as well. And a little bit about my story. I have retinitis pigmentosa. I've been legally blind my whole life. I've been active in the blind community for approximately 10 years. And I've known dog users pretty much that whole time. And in recent times, I want to say hi to my girlfriend Melissa Garside out there. She's a Jeff graduate as well. If you want to raise your hand, Melissa. Yes, her. Dog Jockey. She's probably the one that inspired me the most to make this decision. We had been having this discussion for quite a while, and finally came to the conclusion that it is a personal decision what you want to do, if you want to have a cane or have a dog. But in recent times, I've been having some slight problems with hearing and having a lot more discomfort getting out there at nighttime, and pretty much just tired of poking people with the cane all the time. So, and just that whole desire to have a full-time companion and to learn how to live and love and get all those residual benefits that you get with the guide dog. And I think that those things are what brought me here. And I'm very happy for what I've done. So I just know that we're all happy to be here. It's just a whole new world that we're gaining by being here. It's a whole new sense of confidence and independence. And we're really feeling good about this. And we have some others out there that are feeling good about it too. So I think that we just want to say thank you to the wonderful staff here, between the trainers, staff. It's first-class treatment. I haven't had to do laundry, haven't had to cook. It's just, and everyone here at Guiding Eyes for the Blind is just very, very dedicated. And I even had one person here tell me that the working here is like a dream come true. And I just want to say that you're right, because you're making our dreams come true.
I'd like to introduce Lee Norton, our director of our puppy program.
Welcome everybody. Congratulations. This is a great day filled with a lot of emotions. I can't even begin to describe them all, but I know you guys are feeling them. As Kathy said, this journey began about 2 years ago at the Canine Development Center, where we like to refer to ourselves as the prep school, getting them ready for college. And in that time there, we go through the terrible twos, the teenage adolescents, the adults, and then the final product that we've gone through all that and had tears and joys and laughs and gotten to this point to introduce them to their instructor team that you see today. It takes a lot of people behind the scenes, as Kathy said, to emphasize that. We have many programs at the Canine Development Center, from brood stud who makes sure these dogs get walked 3 miles a day, rain, shine, sun, or snow. They've got to be in great shape, especially to produce these lovely dogs. We also have early socializers, home socializers, socializers that come to the Canine Development Center, and all these people are behind the scenes helping us before they actually go to the puppy raiser. So there are a ton of volunteers, literally hundreds to thousands, that help us make this all happen. As Kathy said, behind the scenes. But today we're here to celebrate the joy of what you guys did for 14 months or longer of loving this dog and then being able to say goodbye, to be with these people, and to serve their calling in life. So we don't want to stand here and talk a lot about that. Let's just enjoy it. Greg is going to help me hand out a picture of the team, graduate.
Give me an idea what they look like. I'm showing yours, Dan.
Oh. Can I see that again? Mighty handsome. Thank you.
And you'll also be receiving a certificate for your raising the puppy. So the first raiser I'd like to recognize is Tracy Lewis, who raised Alice. And Alice was a member of our home training team, so they are doing their training in the field. Delia is the next puppy, raised by Janet Fallon, and she's an action student, so she has had an accelerated program, and they are out working. Glacier, raised by Kate Jackson, is here, and we'll have a certificate and picture for her. Congratulations. Kaiser, who is raised by Clay Shields, is also a home training team, and they're being trained in the field. Lyra had 2 raisers, also an action student and dog, and raised by Michael Hart, and also Pam Kennedy, and they'll also be receiving their pictures by me. Metro, raised by Susan Viola. We have Millie, who was raised by Ken Fox. We have Mariah, who's raised by Karen Johns. Sorry, it's Myra. Myra. Yes, we do. My poor French. Next will be Nike, raised by David Lansadell. And Parker, who was raised by Joyce Lindblom. Unfortunately, Joyce had a heart attack this week. Otherwise, she would have been here, had quadruple bypass surgery, but I want to report she's doing very well and survived it, and we're having tongue-tied. And we are saying prayers that she'll continue to improve. Just a little side note, Joyce has managed to raise 22 puppies for us in her time with us, and she's been involved. So any prayers you can send her way would most appreciated. But she also had some raisers here that were able to come and see the day, so they'll be taking back the highlights of today. Next would be Phyllis, who was formerly Faith and was changed to Phyllis, the recognition of some donors for us, and they're raised by Betsy and Terry Jameson. And Quick, who is started by Michelle Richardson and finished by Thomas O'Connor. Spago, who was started with Barbara Goss. Did I get it right? Yes. Thank you. And also Spago, who is finished by Carol Rogers. Okay, so that's our recognition. These guys look great together. We really appreciate everything you do. Many of you, I was just looking at the number raised before, and there's only one first-time raiser. Everyone else is a repeat raiser, and like 80% of the raisers here today, with us, as I said, Joyce raising 22 for us. So we hope you're enjoying it. If you're not, we're gonna have lots more puppies in the next 60 days, and just get you a little teaser here. This is LaSalle, who will be leaving today with Betsy and Terry Jameson to be raised. So if you're in the mood, been thinking, holding off, start planning, getting ready for classes, because we'll have lots of them that need homes. Thank you all for what you do for our mission. You're special people.
Okay, I'd like to introduce Gwen Evans to talk about a perspective from a graduate student.
This is a very emotional day for all of us, and Mike having the crackiest voice at the end just did me in. so that's going to be more emotional than I thought it was going to be. I get to speak to you as a retrain, as they call us. Sometimes they call us retreads. I'm not quite sure what that means, so I'll just leave that alone. There are 3 of us in the class who are retrains, and you'll hear from Jeff Hess, who is also a retrain. He'll be speaking on his and Jose's experiences as well. But I get the honor of speaking for the 3 ladies of our group, the minority, and a strong bunch of women we are. Let me talk to you about Angela O'Rourke, who is not only a retrain, but she's my roommate as well. And Angela and I have survived quite nicely as roommates, even though it's been many, many years for both of us having roommates. We've done quite well. Angela's dog is Phyllis, a beautiful yellow lab, and this is her 3rd dog, 3rd guide dog, but this is her first time at Guiding Eyes. And we all agree with Angela that this is the best experience for her. What is unique about her experience that she likes to express to people is that Phyllis is not only her guide, Phyllis is also her protector, her seizure dog. Angela has seizures every single day. She has had seizures here at Guiding Eyes. And we have all witnessed how amazingly calm and protective and comforting Phyllis is with her. And that bond just continues to improve and grow stronger, and will continue to move forward and help Angela be independent. And they are a strong, strong team. And next we have Diane, who is in the room next door to ours. Diane is from Florida, by way of New York. And this is her 2nd dog here at Guiding Eyes. And Diane says that this experience at Guiding Eyes was even better than the first experience, that even more confidence was gained in her abilities and her skills and her independence level. And so she and her dog, Nike, will be flying. They will just be flying and zooming around Florida. And this handsome fellow at my feet is Parker. And Parker is amazing. He is a yellow lab, as we can tell. And this is my 2nd dog here at Guiding Eyes. And I came in thinking that nothing could beat the first experience I had at Guiding Eyes. My first dog was with me for 11 years, and she was amazing. And when she passed away this spring, I didn't know if I wanted another dog. But I am very, very grateful for this dog. Very, very grateful for what it does, as we all are. All three of us have experienced the incredible compassion and gentleness and strength of our instructors, the support and the quality of service and the quality of care that we get here. It's amazing. Some days it feels like boot camp, other days it feels like a spa. It's a nice balance. It's a very nice balance. We all have gone through the experience of getting this dog, whether it's our second or third dog, and just immediately falling in love again with these dogs. What the puppy raisers provide to us is a miracle. It's a true miracle. And we thank you all. And we know that we will continue to be independent, and we will continue to be incredibly in your debt, and in Guided debt. So we just want to say that we're very grateful. And we are so, so pleased and so happy to have these instructors. The quality of service at Guided just continues to get better. The techniques and the tricks and all of the tools that they give us are amazing, even better the second time around. And I feel we also have to express our thanks to an anonymous donor who has been giving us gifts at the dinner table for over a week now. So we have to express our thanks and gratitude. Thank you.
Okay, I'd like to introduce Jolene Hollister, instructor, to make a presentation to her graduates. Congratulations, Glenn. Congratulations, Mike. Congratulations, Dan. Congratulations, Diane. Thank you. Now Helen Purcell, Director of our Special Needs Program. Congratulations, Jose and Jeff. Susan Croa and her graduates. Congratulations, Richard. Congratulations, Robert. Congratulations, Angel. And also I have to introduce Lori Bussey, our IA, which is an instructor assistant, who without her help makes our job a lot harder. Okay, now I'd like to introduce Jeff Hess, who will share his perspective as a deaf-blind student here at Guiding Eyes.
Ah! This is too loud, too soft. Okay. I'm sorry, my name is Jeff Hess. I'm totally dead blind. Controlling my speech is rather difficult, so I apologize up front for any words that I say incorrectly. I just want to take a minute or two of your time and let you know that there are a handful of people like me within this world that truly do need, want, and live for the opportunity. I have a guide dog. How incredibly thankful we are to you. A group of people who are supporting it, whether it's with your time as a volunteer, raising a fine puppy into a beautiful young guide dog like Miss Lily. I employ here at Guiding Eyes the other way to help. Truly love you for it. Myself, so far as I know, I've been in the field longer than anybody. The guide dog is deaf and blind, LEB number 3. It's the greatest of feelings, and truly makes it possible for someone who's deaf and blind to maintain a reasonably independent lifestyle. Special thanks to it, I imagine Kathy and Ellen. All of the years have taken the Bible horns and taken the special needs department, which was never even really in existence till somewhere in the mid-90s. Turn it into what it is today, which is everything for us. And thank you very much again for your generosity. Have a safe trip home.
Okay, I'd like to introduce Daniel Weber Schultz.
I've been asked to speak on behalf of my classmates. Just to present some gifts to the staff and trainers here at Guiding Eyes who've been so great to us. For the staff as a whole, we decided that it would be nice to spruce up this beautiful new dining hall that we're all in right now. So we purchased the plants. I believe that there are some on the table to my left and some more on either side of the doors where you can leave the room. And that's just our way of saying thank you for making the last 18 or so days, and for some of us the next 7 as well. Just a great experience. I mean, we had all the comforts of home and more. Just like to say thank you. To our trainers, we wanted to have some special things. So we decided to give each of you a certificate from the local mall. And we realized that these are gifts to you to express our thanks for the gifts that you've given us over the lessons. Susan. Joey. Greg. You didn't have the recipe. Ellen. We got one on behalf of Melinda, who is the action trainer. I don't believe she's here, so somebody want to make sure that would actually and the last one is for Lori, who was the instructor's assistant, but to us she was an instructor. So we just wanted to say thanks to all of you, the staff, puppy raisers, to the people in the kennel, people in the breeding center, and everyone that gave us these wonderful dogs. Thanks.
All right, before we conclude, just a couple quick things I'd like to say. First of all, to you as a class, you've been a wonderful class. You guys got to realize we learn things from you too, so it's been a pleasure. And also to the puppy raisers, I've only been with Guiding Eyes a little over a year, but I've been doing this work for close to 28 years, and when I started they didn't have the luxury of puppy programs and breeding centers, and we used to train dogs like most schools that get started from the Humane Society and public donations. So the facilities we have here and what they do at the Canine Development Center and the work that you do makes our job so much easier these days, so thank you. That's going to conclude our ceremony. We're going to have refreshments in here soon. We'll have a kennel tour at 3 o'clock. Lori will announce that for those of you that would like to go on a tour of the kennel. For you puppy raisers, we're going to have some photo opportunity with you and the graduates here down at the end of the hallway here. And so thank you very much for coming, and enjoy the rest of your day.